and while I think Rubio has a good line of reasoning, and I think it'll hold certainly in public opinion, once again, okay, well, what about an event that's a black wedding, two black people? Are you opening the door? Nobody would do that. Nobody would. It's not going to happen. It's a ridiculous hypothetical, but you build laws on these hypotheticals. Could you then say, by that reasoning, you could refuse to cater a black wedding?
And my answer is yes, they could. And yes, they must be allowed to. And we must also be allowed to criticize them for it and shun them for it. But that's not an argument that can be made.
No, it's not a bad one. That's a libertarian argument. That's actually pretty right of association. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
it's a right of association argument, but try and make that play. You're not going to be able to do it because as just what you said, the Civil Rights Act, it's on the books right now, and we're not changing that. That's not going away anytime ever. It is what it is, and it was very important, and it's not something that we can disagree with without incurring severe penalties.
So I shouldn't say that while holding a torch, per se, or I just think the whole line of reasoning is rather it's tough. The left,
I just don't know how to message it. I don't know how to help people understand.
Well, I think first of all, hats off to the left. They have attached a behavior to a condition, being born with darker skin color of all things, and taken America's history of bias against people of various skin colors and attached it to a behavior today. Brilliant, well done.
And they've advanced it from just attaching it to a behavior to attaching it to an event.
Yeah.
It's not just that I can't discriminate against black people and I can't discriminate against gay people. I can't discriminate against someone having a gay wedding. I have to support and attend and sponsor and put my brand name product at that event.
Well, one thing that I've been doing lately that does seem to at least get people to think it through is I kind of flip the argument a little bit. And so what I say is, okay, so let's say, I'm okay with gay marriage. If you want to get married, that's fine. However, my church doesn't agree with it, doesn't want to perform the ceremonies. Let's say there's 4 churches in our city, and one of them decides, no, we're not okay with performing a gay marriage ceremony. The other 3 say, hey, we're okay with it, come on in. You have a couple that are gay that want to get married. They know that there are 4 churches in town, but they target the one that simply disagrees with them. They don't hate them. They just disagree and don't want to perform the ceremony. Why are they targeting that one church? Why are they targeting that Christian bakery? Is it really about them wanting to get married and having marital privileges, or is it about harming and punishing those who disagree with them?
I don't know if the left will ever admit it, but they are absolutely targeting businesses when they could go down the block, and that is yet another tactic to look out for in their long march for social change. Is they pick the targets carefully without regard to what other accommodation they can have made. And you're exactly right, these things are they are systematically doing this in order to make that very point, in order to put any kind of objection publicly made, whether it's in the church realm or in the professional realm and business realm, against gay marriage, etc., out of bounds and completely casting it as evil.
Right. And it's we don't hear much in public about the T-shirt printing organization in Kentucky and their refusal to print the T-shirts for the Gay Pride Parade, and that's because the gay lobby lost that one. But we hear about the ones where the gay lobby wins, and they do venue shop. You notice they don't target any of the Muslim bakeries that Steven Crowder went to. They don't target those. They target the florist shop of the lady she's taken care of me and provided my flowers for years, but she refused to do flowers for my gay wedding. Okay, I'm going to sue her. They target the cake place. And well, and scarier still, in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and this is I guess it's a city regulation about discrimination. In Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, there's a church that refused to perform a gay wedding ceremony, and now the pastor of that church is in danger of going to jail because the pastor refuses to perform a gay wedding ceremony. And it's a city law. And because of the principle of federalism, I have to support states and cities having those laws, because I want a state and city to be able to make whatever crazy cakes law they want to make and encourage people to just move the hell away.
No, because then
the supremacy clause would overrule that. That's not, you can't do that. That violates the constitutional right of that guy to uphold his freedom of religion, of that church to uphold their freedom of religion. That violates the supremacy clause.
How the hell do we get out of that? I mean, oh my God.
Out on their hypocrisy. You have to say, okay, look, you had two bakeries side by side. One's owned by a Christian, one isn't. Why did you target the one with the Christians? And then when they politely refused and said, no, thank you, why did you sue them?
And then when there are cases where you have a gay bakery being asked to do cakes that go against their beliefs, that is okayed, and a Christian bakery, their rights are taken away. Please explain to me how that is not biased. Please explain to me how that is fair. There's no way you can.
Well, and the gay bakery isn't even
hang on. The general public will not go for it when it's put that way. The reaction to the two women who said they felt mentally raped by not having this cake baked for them,
right,
went over like a lead balloon. Let's be very clear that when you're targeting people that are not the institutional left, this does move people.
Another excellent website that you all should be reading. The Federalist had an article recommending that we bring back the distinction between public and private. And because so many of the arguments about these bakeries and whether they can refuse service to somebody hinge on the understanding that they are a place of public accommodation.